This is Heroes Week in Johnson County, Kansas. It honors the men and women who have been on the front line fighting COVID-19 pandemic now for a year. KBC's Martin Augustine is in Olathe with how the county is doing this.
Johnson County will be joining a number of other counties and cities and lighting up a lot of significant buildings and structures in blue. Johnson County will be doing so at the administrative building here in downtown Olathe during the evening and morning hours. The blue light just one of the ways the county will recognize the critical efforts of healthcare workers, first responders, educators, and many others for their work protecting all of us during the pandemic. The county's social media platform will honor those people all week, and they want you to help spread the word too on social media using the hashtag #ThankYouJoco. Now, this all comes 12 months after the pandemic gripped our region, March 8th of last year. Well, that was the day Johnson County opened up its Emergency Operations Center to coordinate pandemic response. This Saturday will mark 1 year since Johnson County declared a state of emergency because of COVID-19. Reporting from Olathe, Martin Augustine, KBC 9 News.
And Operation Safe will host more vaccination efforts at Cerner's main campus this week. And Missourians who got their first dose of the Moderna vaccine can get their second shot today and tomorrow. Appointments are required, by the way, and Operation Safe plans to host more clinics in the coming weeks as the state supplies more doses. And starting this week, you can get the vaccine at more pharmacies in Missouri. Newly approved places include large chains like Price Chopper, as well as local businesses like Spolito's Pharmacy. Now, there are 5 in Kansas City, 1 in Independence, Lee Summit, and Grandview. And remember, the CDC has a new search tool for COVID-19 vaccines. You go to vaccinefinder.org, and then you enter your zip code and you search radius, and then it will then identify pharmacies and health centers with supplies. Well, 2 local nonprofits are making sure the homeless can get vaccinated. Hope Faith as well as Heart to Heart International held a joint COVID-19 vaccine clinic on Friday. Hundreds took advantage of the vaccinations, including those on the front lines working with the homeless community and those experiencing homelessness.
Their immune systems are a lot lower because they're sleeping outside under the elements. It brings so much joy to see that we can help the helpers. You know, that has been our charge through the whole pandemic.
The groups are hoping to continue their efforts for vaccination clinics, as well as hope to have 3 clinics a week this month. A somber anniversary at the University of Kansas Health System. 1 year ago today, they saw their first COVID-19 patient. In the 365 days since, doctors say they've learned so much, not only about the virus, but the healthcare system as well.
As a society, we have learned if you didn't know about the inequalities before or weren't paying attention to the inequalities, we've learned more about the expanse of those inequalities for different populations, whether that's social injustice or medical therapy and treatment. The risks that people live in every day. We saw that the hardest hit communities were those with multi-generational living and lots of people living together. So we've learned about other aspects of society.
As the doctors reflected on the year, they recalled wondering what they would do if they had 2 coronavirus patients. As you know, they surpassed 100 many times this past year. Well, today the numbers are encouraging. There are 14 patients with acute active COVID-19 infections. The 3 are in the ICU, and 2 of those patients are using ventilators. 23 patients are in the recovery mode. And as we are a full year into this pandemic, many doctors are starting to see concerning trends with health issues that are not COVID-19. KBC 9's Matt Evans is at a local doctor's office with what physicians have been seeing.
The COVID-19 pandemic has affected every part of our everyday lives for the past year, including how some of us get medical care and how often some of us seek medical attention. Partners in primary care doctors here at this office in Independence say that they've noticed in the past year some of their patients are not seeking preventative care as they should be. They've even noticed that some of their patients with chronic conditions have been avoiding in-person medical appointments during this pandemic.
I think as we look at the patients we take care of, one of the things I think have to be aware about is that people sometimes have not kept up as much as they should have with some of their preventive care. And so we know that people may not have gone to get screenings for cancers like colon cancer or mammograms for breast cancer screening.
According to data from the Healthcare Cost Institute, some of those screenings did plummet right after the pandemic began, some dropping nearly 90%. They've recovered nationwide since, but are still at relatively low levels to where they've been in years past. Doctors here at Partners in Primary Care, they focus on care for those that are 65 and older. They are hoping that once more of those people get vaccinated, more of them will feel comfortable coming into the office to get these screenings, to get this preventative care, because pushing these types of medical care off, even for just a year, can be dangerous to our health. In Independence, Matt Evans, KBC 9 News.
And in Missouri, if you still need to get tested for COVID-19, the Jackson County Health Department's got you covered. Today, crews will be at a drive-through clinic at the Don Cahan Motors off of Northwest Blue Parkway and Lee Summit for free. You can register before you head out. The link's on the health department's website. By the way, the county is going to hold similar events in different cities each day. Well, President Biden's nearly $2 trillion COVID relief bill will head back to the House for a vote this week after passing the Senate. The partisan debate over the bill comes as experts warn about loosening coronavirus restrictions in some states. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze has the latest from Washington.
With President Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill clearing the Senate, millions of Americans are one step closer to receiving much-needed help. The bill includes those $1,400 stimulus checks for individuals making up to $75,000 per year, $300 a week in federal unemployment benefits, an expansion of the child tax credit, and tens of billions of dollars in funding for vaccines, schools, and state and local governments.
This plan gives those families who are struggling the most the help and the breathing room they need to get through this moment.
No Senate Republicans voted for the bill, arguing the price tag is too high. But a new ABC News Ipsos poll shows 68% of Americans support the president's handling of the pandemic, including 35% of Republicans. A majority of Americans also says it's too soon to start loosening restrictions like mask mandates.
You simply do not celebrate a fumble in the end zone.
Texas's mask order is set to end Wednesday, and large gatherings in some states over the weekend are raising alarms about a possible spike in coronavirus cases.
So it kind of gives us a sense of like back to normalcy.
Scenes like this in Florida, which has more cases of the UK variant than any other state. And in Atlanta, crowds celebrating the NBA All-Star Weekend, even though the game was closed to the public.
Given how close we are to the finish line, anybody who gets infected today and dies in 3 or 4 weeks is somebody who would have gotten vaccinated a month from now. This is why it's urgent to just keep going for a little bit longer.
The House is expected to narrowly pass the COVID relief bill in a vote tomorrow. That keeps it on track to get to President Biden's desk before March 14th, when federal unemployment benefits expire. Well, the Big 12 tournament was one of the first major events in Kansas City, of course, to be canceled by the pandemic, but this year it's back. It tips off on Wednesday, but it's going to look a lot different this year, as you can imagine. Capacity inside the T-Mobile Center will be capped at 20%, and tickets will be sold in pods. There will be no fan fest along Grand Boulevard and no pep rallies inside the Power and Light District. However, the games will be played on the big screen at KC Live. Masks are required, and you can reserve a table.